Hello, I'm Sharon.
Hello, I'm Dana.
Hello, I'm Alana.
Hello, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Marianne. I'm videoing.
Hello, I am Jacqueline Rodriguez. Have you ever been stuck in traffic behind a slow car and ever wondered why you were stuck behind that car? It could be an elderly driver. It's a known fact that driving skills decrease as ages increases. There are many important reasons older people should not be able to operate a vehicle. I have personally seen how elderly people drive. I've seen research and how many accidents elderly people have caused. My husband and I drive my grandparents everywhere due to the advance in age. First, I will explain the data I collected about elderly accidents and fatalities. Next, I will describe what happens to adults as they age older. Finally, if an elderly person must drive, I will explain some safety tips on how to keep the roads safer. American Automobile Association said 37 million Americans will be 65 and older and driving by 2020, and 90% of them are still going to be licensed to drive. In 2015, 6,165 people aged 65 and older were killed and an estimate of 240,000 were injured in a motor vehicle traffic crash. The elderly made up 18% of all traffic fatalities and 10% of all people injured in traffic crashes during 2015. This is a big problem. In 2016, the numbers increased to 7,400 and older adults killed and more than 290 treated in the emergency departments due to injuries that resulted in car crashes. In 2016 alone, that amount increased. An average of 20 older adults killed, 794 injured each day. It has been reported that an 86-year-old driver hospitalized after crashing into an SUV on the U.S. highway. An 80-year-old Las Vegas woman died this past Friday by mistaking the gas for brakes and crashing into the car. 4 people have been killed and 11 others injured in a collision between a minibus and a car due to an elderly person falling asleep under the wheel. In San Diego, a 44-year-old man killed because an elderly man the age of 67 went the wrong way. He was traveling northbound on a southbound route. According to the New Jersey State Police, between 2006 and 2008, there were more drivers aged 65 and older that were killed in accidents than any other age bracket. Elderly drivers are less likely to be killed in crash involving high speed or alcohol. They are more likely to be involved in a low speed crash. When age increases, abilities decreases, and that can cause delayed responses, slower reflexes, confusing gas with brakes, difficulties following traffic signals, road signs, and pavement markings. Difficulties turning around to check rear mirror while backing up or changing lanes. You can have poor vision, poor hearing, nervousness, and you can be easily distracted while driving. You can also have difficulties moving and maintaining the correct lane of traffic, driving too fast or too slow for road conditions, and driving over the curbs, going the wrong way on the roads. And some medical conditions that also affect elderly people are blackouts, heart attacks, strokes, memory loss, which causes them to get lost, adverse reactions from medication they may have taken. If a senior citizen must drive, there are some safety tips, precautions they can follow, which are checking in with your local motor vehicle agency for any driving restrictions. Have eye and hearing check, always wear your seatbelt, limit distractions like talking on the phone or eating while driving. The best advice is to drive when there's less traffic. Choose safer roads or back roads. Drive during the daylight as much as possible. Avoid driving in bad weather. Don't drive when stressed or tired, and please know your medication and how they may affect your driving. Elderly people should be retested for their driving ability every year after the age of 70, and their skills should be reevaluated at the motor vehicle. In conclusion, we went over the data involved elderly people. Then we talked about what happens to elderly people as they age. And last, we discussed safety tips for elderly people who must drive. Although driving means freedom, the freedom to move from place to place wherever you want, sometimes that person can be an elderly person who should not be on the road.